We're here at our printing facility, and this is where ink goes to paper. I do have our hollow foil sheet here, and what's gonna happen now is we're going to be running this full stack of hollow foil through this machine. All of our cards will be produced here today. We're gonna bring you back for a part 2 included in this video, where we're gonna show the cutting, the varnishing, the trimming, and also the packaging. The team is getting everything ready right now. We haven't started the printing process yet, but just in a moment here, we're going to start putting ink to paper. I can't wait to show you guys what this sheet is gonna look like when we finally have some ink on it. Mass production of our Christmas set has just started. As you see, we have our hollow foil sheets being loaded into this machine at lightning speed right now.
I ain't changing for a shit. Tell my mind.
Take a walk down the line so you guys can see how big these rollers are and what's happening with this massive machine here. So as you see, all of these bays have different color ink in them. And you have these big rollers with the printing plate that is just gonna be pressing that ink onto the paper. But all the sheets come on in here. They're dried up, they're stacked up on these pallets to make things nice and easy here. Then we have quality control. They're gonna be pulling out separate sheets just to check, make sure our security features are intact, make sure the color, the contrast is good. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Check it out, we have our promotional card here. This is one of my favorite cards that we've produced here at Cryptid Camp yet. Shout out to Nelly, she did an incredible job. And then, here we go. We have our Christmas set. As you can see, we have all of the cards here, and I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek, a little secret peek here. We have our Santa Claus. This Santa Claus will be serialized. There will only be 25 Santa Clauses in existence. But check it out. All of them are being stacked up on this pallet. That pallet will be pulled off here in a moment. We have our promotional cards here, and then as you can see on this side, we also have our stacked up Christmas foils here. Thank you guys for watching this printing process. It's been really cool to see this. I love what I see here. Tomorrow we're going to be doing cutting, varnishing, trimming, and then packaging. We're going to keep you updated the whole way, and as we said, we keep it transparent. We show you guys everything that's going on. The only thing I can't tell you is those security features that we have under the microscope. But PSA, CGC, BGS, they know what's going on. Good morning, campers. Today's a new day, and it's a special day. Our Christmas set is almost finished. We are now on our first process after the printing that you had saw from the day before. We are now putting the 2 videos together here. We are at our varnishing machine. So what this machine is going to do is going to put that gloss over it to protect the ink. And as you can see here, we have our stack of cards, and they're running through the backs of the cards right now. They also have to be flipped over, and they have to be varnished on the other side as well. We're going to take you to the other side of this machine and show you the completed process. We're now here at the final stages of our varnishing process. As you can see, our cards are just running out and coming down this conveyor belt here. I'm gonna pull one off here and show you guys quick. So they're nice and warm, but we have this beautiful varnish that has come across on the backs of these cards. They also have to run through on the fronts as well. Look at that beautiful set. As you can see, we have our new logo, a little different from our prototype set, and that's what prototypes are all about. We test the cards, we make sure everything looks good. So come on down with me here. I'm gonna show you just what goes on. They ran through this big varnishing machine that's about 40 meters long. They come up this conveyor belt, and then they are pushed through. They're going to be stacked by the team. As you can see, we also have the team checking to make sure all the varnishing came on correctly. I'm going to hand this sheet on over here, and then they're stacked up. They're going to be ran through the machine to have the front varnish next. Then we're going to get onto our cutting process, our trimming process, our packaging process, and then guess what? They're on their way to America to be shipped out and processed and sent to your door. Remember, this is going to be a free drop. We're doing a 24-hour free Christmas set drop, and then there's also going to be packs for sale on the website if you would like a little more than our 5-pack limit that we're going to offer on our website for that 24-hour drop. All varnishing is finished. We're now on to our cutting process. We have this massive cutting machine, and what it's doing is we have our sheet stacked up. It's coming down these first blades. What they're going to do is going to slice off the edges of the hollow sheet. Then it's going to be pushed through to give us those beautiful little square cards. They're not going to be complete yet because they still have to go through a trimming process. So we're going to show you what's going on this side. We have our team that is actually dividing all of the cards into each sheet before they're sorted and then before they're going to the trimming process.
I can't take them when I'm gone.
A lot of us have opened a trading card pack and there's been a card that doesn't belong, right? I've actually figured it out now because I'm seeing it firsthand. So what happens here is they take a divider card, they're going to put it in between. So some of those cards would end up in a trading card pack, but I am here to make sure none of that happens here with Cryptid Camp. What we have is the cards are going to be spit out here, they're going to be separated, divided into each sheet, stacked up into these blue crates here, and then put on the pallet so they can head on over to the trimming machine. Shout out to all my collectors out there because I know you're going to love this. We were able to actually pull some square cut cards off the line before they go to the trimming process. I asked the team, they're fine with it. What we're going to do is we're going to include these in some of the free packages that go out through the 24-hour drop and also throughout the month of December when you purchase some of the Christmas packs off the website. No, that does not mean every single package will come with one of these cards. They will be inserted as random. We will also let our grading companies know that these do exist, so they will be gradable and authenticatable in the future. But this is so cool and definitely a piece of history because these are the first square cuts to ever come out of Cryptid Camp, and it is with our Christmas set. So I am very excited to see this. Most of you may think that centering comes from that big cutting machine, but that's actually not true. It comes from this trimming machine right here. And we had some cards just get ran through that were defective. What does that mean? The mold was not lined up perfect. We showed you in the previous video from printing that these cards are pushed through against a sharp blade. And as you can see here, the centering is very off on these cards. So it's really good that we have a great team here. And as you can see, she's checking to make sure the borders line up. Yes, of course, some still may be a little off-centered, but not like this to where they're all off-centered. So what do we do with these cards right here? They're garbage. They're done. We get rid of them, and we make sure that we give you the best quality possible. Those cards are gone. We're running through to make sure the quality is going to be perfect here, and we're going to show you how this machine works as soon as the mold is lined up perfect and we have the cards running through properly. So yes, you just saw me throw away all those defective cards, but what I wanted to do is pick one of them up to just talk about the core quick while we're waiting for this machine to be lined up. And as you can see, they're still checking the quality to make sure that the centering is good on them. So as you see here, we use the black core like we discussed in the previous video, right? And you can see that flick back on the card there, it comes right back to normal, right? Really nice. I mean, yeah, if you really try to bend it here, you're gonna have a little bend, right? But when players are playing and they're shuffling, we're not gonna get the bend. Also, don't do this at home. We're gonna rip the card and we're also gonna show you, check it out, you do have that black core in there, really beautiful. And that is the best core that is offered when it comes to trading cards. So most expensive as well. It's actually about 3 times more expensive than blue core and 5 times more expensive than white core. So we do use the best core in our cards because we want you to have the best quality of cards. And like I said, don't try this at home. We don't want to rip any Cryptid Camp cards. That was just for a little test to show y'all. We've worked out the kinks with the trimming machine. We got the mold all set perfect. We still have quality control going on to make sure that the centering is perfect as well. Some of you may say, Billy, why are you in China for 40 days? Guys, I want to make sure that this process is perfect for y'all. So I'm going to make sure I'm here for the Kickstarter printing as well and making sure from the varnishing, the printing, the cutting, the trimming, the packaging, it is all perfect. I am overseeing everything. I don't want you guys to think I'm micromanaging, but I have to manage this process a little bit to make sure that we have no issues with our manufacturing process. I'm spending a lot of time away from home to make sure that Cryptid Camp can be the best game possible. We have a great team working on the gameplay, also running the company as well. So like I said, I am focusing on manufacturing here, and if you come on in close and check it out, what happens is we have this massive press that's going to take and put a lot of pressure against the sharp edges of that mold, and then they're going to be pushed through. Once again, then we have our worker here checking, making sure the quality is perfect. Then we have this remnants here of these recyclable material. This is all the edges of the card, so this will be recycled into another paper product one day. Who knows what it'll turn into? Maybe another trading card. But all of this is recycled here at our printers, and we're going to be on to the packaging stage next. So excited to show you guys the next process.
Tell them bring another round. We need plenty more.
Talk about transparency. We're here at our next process, and we're going to be serializing our borderless cards. I'm going to show you quick what we have serialized in this Christmas set. We have our Victorian New Year card that is serialized to 150. We then have our Yeti card that will be serialized to 100. Next, we have our Krampus card that is serialized to 50. Those three cards that I showed you will have a full hollow version in the set, but this next card here will only be serialized to 25 and will only come in borderless. You guys can guess what it is. I'm sure you can. Merry Christmas. Yes, we have our Santa Claus campers. Our Santa Claus here will be serialized to 25. Right now, if you check this out, we have our hot stamping going on, and they are serializing the Santa Clauses as we speak. So check that out. These will be serialized to 25. Only 25 in existence. No reverse hollow variant, and also no full hollow variant. There will be 25 in total, and that is all. All right, guys, this is a little upsetting, but like I said, just to keep things transparent, obviously we had to test and see where the serialization would fit best on the card. So we have already serialized all of our Krampus cards and all of our Santa Claus cards. So we cannot obviously have two 1 of 25s, two of 25s in existence. That is why they're serialized. So we have to dispose of them. Like I said, don't do this at home, but these have to be trashed. We do not want these in existence. So very unfortunate to do this, but we got to rip them. Can't believe I'm doing this right now, but it needs to be done, and I want to show you guys that we will make sure that there's only one of each of these serialized cards in existence. So like I said, don't try this at home, but got to make sure that we have all of them in check, and we only have one of each serialized card. We are off to the packaging room. All the cards have been sorted.
Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh,
we're here on our final step of production, the packaging process. It's been a long 2 days from printing to cutting, trimming, serialization, and a lot more. A lot of quality control has went into this. So now I'm going to show you this final process here. So the cards are loaded into the hopper. We have our cards, the second card in the pack, and our first card in the set. This is the set card, and then our promotional card. They come down, they get shot through these hoppers here. They come down the conveyor belt line, all the way through here, and then we have our big foil pack roll here. So this is going to be rolled down, and then you see we have these little spikes right here that are putting puncture marks so the air can actually come on out of the packs. If you check this here, we then have a machine that calculates how many packs go through, and even better here, we actually have a worker that is weighing each pack to make sure that they consist of both cards. All the packs will be having 2 cards per piece. They'll be separated, and then we're ending up with this product here. Let's check it out and open it. We have our promotional card, and we also have our Yule Cat right here. Our process is over. We're ready to ship these packs to you. We cannot wait to give you this free 24-hour Christmas set drop. And also, like I said, there will be packs for sale on the website for anybody that misses the free drop, or anybody during the free drop that would like to get more than 5 packs. You're more than welcome to purchase some packs. Thank you all for watching this amazing process here with our printers. We appreciate y'all.